Okay, so we just did a problem where we looked at finding the future amount that was owed back if you had borrowed $10,000 at 12.3% interest with a time of 365 days with monthly compounding, where the N was 12. Okay, now you can play a what if game here and say, well, what if the compounding, instead of being monthly, what if the compounding is quarterly? So where N is 4. So you could just go in and just change that piece of the formula. Here we have the N is 2 places in the formula. Okay, so now the amount that you owe back is $11,287.91. So it's a little less. Or you might say, well, what if it's compounding daily? So that's when your N is 365. Okay, now you owe back $11,308.61. But everything else is the same in the formula. You're still using that the future amount that you would owe back is still your principal times 1 plus your interest rate over N. The number of compoundings per year is N, raised to the N times T power. And make sure you're putting in your R, your interest rate, as a decimal. Okay, so you can just play that what if game with the compounding. But now, my question is, what if instead of compounding not just monthly, not just daily, what if you compounded more often than daily? What if you compounded continuously? And there is a special formula to help you figure this. It's called the PERT formula. The future amount, if you are compounding continuously, is equal to the principal times a special number E raised to the RT power. Now, E is an irrational number. You've probably heard of pi before. Pi is also an irrational number. It goes on and on forever. The decimal never terminates. It never repeats. 3.14159, on and on and on and on. Well, E is a number like that. E is 2.7, on and on and on and on. But your calculator, if you have a graphing calculator, it knows the number E. Desmos knows the number E. So we just plug in our numbers into the calculator like before, into the continuous compounding formula to find the future amount owed back. So we would take 10,000, and I'm leaving out the comma, $10,000 times E. So I can just type the number E. And I'm going to raise that with the A to the B key, or you can use your caret key. And I'm going to put in parentheses the interest rate. So 0.123 would be our 12.5% times the time. So times 1 year. Again, time needs to be put in years. So we have the amount owed is $11,308.84. For compounding